has begun. But you know, Shefali, I'm going to move to you a little away from the track, so close to the release. What's been your most, like, you know, memorable moment of shooting this film? Like that one scene where you're like, this is it. No spoilers, of course, but we want to know that moment from you.
There are many such moments, but I remember one moment which again I can't tell you because you asked me a question saying that there are no spoilers and then you expect me to tell you also.
Okay, so maybe a moment where, say, generic moment, like, you know, if...
So it's a generic moment,
yeah,
where there is Alia, there's me, there is Roshan, there are the cops. And,
yeah, I just tell us about that.
It's not generic at all. It's not generic, and it is hilarious. I mean, I think it's there in the trailer as well. Just a chota bit of it.
A key of it is there at the end of the trailer.
And also, a lot of it happens once we enter that room. But I remember us shooting in the corridor, and it was just the two of us, and there were the cops. I was hysterical. We were hysterical.
So was it a funny scene or was it a serious scene?
No, it was a serious scene, but it was a funny situation. So we were laughing at ourselves. And it was so amused by our own selves.
And you know the actors, Ditya,
the reactions.
And Santosh, they were so good. So good.
Did you see that? No, I saw it. Okay, fine. That was an expression, exclamation.
Exactly. But it was, I mean, first I was blown, I was just laughing, and we were not supposed to be laughing in this.
And actually, when I saw the film 2 days ago, I saw the shot. There's a small smile on my face because we were running out of time, and I couldn't stop. Chef and I didn't stop laughing, and we just couldn't stop. And finally, we had to shoot it. Just move ahead, and literally I'm smiling in the shot if you catch it.
Now everybody is going to like zone in on that, and then, you know, focus on that smile, and then play this video along, which is great. Yeah. Well, you know, Vijay, the time that the trailer launched, launch happened, and then we saw you in this different mood. पिटाई भी हो रही थी, सब कुछ हो रहा था, and then, you know, to sort of see you switch like a chameleon over here, to see the romance in your eyes. I'm going to ask you a personal question, like, what is your most sort of favorite genre when it comes to just performing on screen? Like, is it comedy, or is it thrill, or is it just, action? What do you enjoy the most?
I don't like doing action for sure.
Especially when you're on the receiving end.
No, I mean, action is very technical. I like doing drama. Drama is my favorite genre because it is interpersonal relationships. You can build so much and you're feeding off each other. It's one of the favorite joys that I have when I'm performing. But as a genre, if I would say, like, I've done a few. I've done some thrillers, I've done all kinds of stuff. But romance is something that I'm yet to dabble in nicely. I think we see a little bit of traces in this, in Darlings.
Yeah, we see that moment, you know, during Ilaaj also when you're looking. I mean, I can't do the shot where I say, oh, no, sharap, you know, बहुत romance था for me. I felt it. No, I'm serious. Alia, very not to you also. Romance was for Alia. Yeah, of course, yeah, that too, obviously.
Yeah, उसके दिमाग में romance चल रहा है.
Well, okay, Roshan, we missed you the last time.
Yeah, sorry to be here the last time. I missed being here the last time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's great that you're here. Very close to the launch of the film. 3 days left. What are you feeling? Great things have been said and heard about you, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. I've just gotten here, so everything's new.
Roshan had a bit of a breaker-like moment. His bags got lost and all.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Whose outfit are you wearing? I mean, not the designer. Who you borrowed it from?
No, he found it.
Oh, you found it?
The outfit got here before I did. So.
Okay. Oh, how starry. But anyway, just joking. Yeah, tell us how you're feeling.
But yeah, I'm very overwhelmed. I've literally just landed here, and then, firstly, I haven't seen them for a really long time. Any of them. We've been communicating on the phone.
Anything changed? Anyone looking, feeling different?
He looks different. That's the
character. Of course,
I didn't want to say it. I'm glad you answered that.
No, but
This HMI buzz. Yeah, sorry.
The energy is the same otherwise. So it's nice to be here. I'm very excited about the film, obviously. But yeah, I'm just taking it all in like one thing at a time. I just heard the song for the first time right now.
Oh, is that right? But you're in the song.
Yeah, but
Yeah, okay.
we didn't have it while we were filming.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I just like managed to squeeze in a word to something. I love it. I absolutely love the song. I was still excited when I walked in. I was just going around the room, meeting everyone, chit-chatting. The song started playing and I shut up and I stood in one corner. I listened to it.
And how lucky are you that the first time you heard it here and the second time you heard Sir sing for you?
Yeah. So you get what I mean when I say it's been overwhelming.
Yeah. All right, one last question before we open it to the press. I know a lot of you want me to just zip it. But, okay, thoughts. Who do you want to dedicate this track to? That one person, and you cannot name anyone on stage. And this one's just for Alia. You cannot say press to this answer. You cannot dedicate this song to the media. I know we all love them, but that's your answer.
Ilaaj.
Okay. Gaurav, shut your eyes and tell me who you want to dedicate this song to. I'm going to start with you.
No, I'm going last. Last time I went first. I have to wait for my options.
Gulzar Saab. Gulzar Saab? Okay. Okay, no repeat answers. No, Alia, we'll go with. Okay, Roshan, we'll start with you.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Can I just say the film? It's not the
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. Yeah, give it.
Okay.
All right, Shefali, we'll go with you next.
I'd say my children. I mean, they're really Ilaaj, yeah. Like, seriously, I mean it.
Okay, fine. But you mean it like that, like reverse?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I think I'm saying it out of love.
No, I mean, I think she's scolding me right now. Okay, Vijay, we'll go with you.
I think I'll dedicate this song to Mr. Shah Rukh Khan.
Yay!
The king of romance, hello. We need his blessings on the song.
Okay.
So it's a dedication.
Okay, fine. Vishal sir, I'm giving Alia time.
Yeah, actually, I would like to dedicate it to Taboo. For the reason, like she is Ilaaj for me. And I am Ilaaj for her. मैं उसके बिना काम नहीं कर सकता हूँ. और मैं इसका एक छोटा सा एक इंसिडेंट बताता हूँ इस गाने का. जब भी गाना हुआ तो एक रात शाहरुख ने मुझे फ़ोन किया. एंड आउट ऑफ ब्लू रात को 12 साढ़े 12 बजे मैं भी जगा हुआ था. और उन्होंने वो गाना सीधा गाना शुरू किया. हेलो मैंने बोला. And he started singing the whole song. And then he started narrating the meaning of it, and Gaurav was there. And then he said, "Okay, ये गाना तुम मेरे लिए होता तो और ज़्यादा मजा आता." I felt so nice that he was being jealous about it.
That's a very good feeling. That kind of jealousy is very positive jealousy.
And it was so nice of him, being there. He's the producer of the film, and to listen to the song and then call and appreciate. I think this is what we all want in our life, or we artists. हम लोग उसे appreciation चाहिए.
Absolutely, and what a lovely dedication I have to say to Tabu. Gaurav?
Gulzar Saab, it's,
Jasmeet already said.
my father was a big fan.
Thanks, I am making my job easy.
So when you come to industry, few veterans that you see, something that you have basically has been inherited to you. And he is one of them. And you get a chance to work with him, it's nothing more lovely than that. It's just stunning.
Absolutely. Alia? ये देखिए कितनी एक्सप्रेशंस हैं हमारे पास कितनी ज़्यादा.
क्योंकि दिल्ली दिल वालों का शहर है, मैं दिल्ली वालों को लाइलाज डेडिकेट करूँगी.
ये जो कला है ना और क्योंकि इन्होंने दिलवालों को ये गाना डेडिकेट किया है, I have to say that has been absolutely wonderful chatting with all of you. I'm just going to lurk on the side and let all of you take over because it's between you and them now. Over to the press.
Alia, since you dedicated the song to all Delhi Walas, so please I would like you to sing two lines.
नहीं, I can't sing after Vishal sir is sung and Arijit means I will sing another song for you in private after this event is over. In your ear.
We are not going to meet then after the event. We are not going to meet after.
I'll meet you and sing for you. Twinkle twinkle little star गाओ. Happy birthday गाओ. आपका birthday कब है? अच्छा आ रहा है. Happy birthday. क्या नाम है आपका?
सीमा धवन.
Happy birthday सीमा. Happy birthday सीमा. जिसका बर्थडे है 6 सितंबर को. Happy birthday सीमा.
There's going to be like this big video that's going to be on a projector that this is going to be playing. That's so sweet.
You made the month. You didn't make my day, but you actually made the whole month for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we have a question here. We have a question.
सबको बर्थडे विश चाहिए.
There are about 400 people here. वो बस नाम पे क्लिक करके अपना नाम बुलवा दीजिए. We have a question right here.
I have a question for Gaurav and in continuation of what you were saying. Having two musical legends like Vishal sir and Gujar sir in the same song, how was it for you? What was that like having the two for this song?
इनिशियली तो हम लोग को डर लग रहा था कि विशाल सर हाँ बोलेंगे नहीं बोलेंगे, तो हमने काफ़ी तरह से मतलब इनडायरेक्टली रीच आउट किया. देन आई कॉल्ड हिम डायरेक्टली, सब मिल सकते हैं. ही केम टू ऑफिस, वी ब्रीफ्ड हिम अबाउट द फिल्म, एंड वंडरफुल पार्ट इज दैट ही वाज सिटिंग ऑन द टेबल एंड देयर वाज द टाइटल ट्रैक केम आउट देयर. It was just amazing thing that on the first meeting he had the track, and you want to work with him. You get the track on the first meeting. It's like overwhelming feeling. Then you enjoy the moment, then you go with it.
Hi Alia. Hi Alia, this is Pari from Magnetic Media. मेरा आपसे सवाल तो बाद में है. पहले कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन बहुत सारी चीज़ों के लिए, बिकॉज एज एन डेब्यू और आपकी डार्लिंग्स और आप सून टू बी मॉम, तो सब चीज़ों के लिए बहुत बहुत आपको मुबारकबाद.
शुक्रिया.
मैं जानना चाहूँगी आपसे कि जिस तरीके का पूरा ये आपका एक रहा, के साथ बैक टू बैक काफ़ी सारी मूवीज़ थी और बहुत हेक्टिक आपका था, और किस तरीके से आपने ये सब मैनेज किया, और काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता है बिकॉज आप बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग है, ये हम सबको पता है, बट एक होता है कि इस टाइम पे आपको लगता है कि अब थोड़ा सा रेस्ट चाहिए या हो गया है एज एन प्रोड्यूसर, एज एन एक्टर, तो क्या था आपका वो एक मोमेंट ऐसा?
नहीं, इनफैक्ट नेहा और मैं बैक स्टेज यही बात कर रहे थे कि अगर आप फिट हो, हेल्दी हो, फाइन हो, तो कोई रेस्ट लेने की ज़रूरत है ही नहीं. काम करना मुझे सुकून देता है, मेरी पैशन है, कीप्स माय हार्ट, माइंड, सोल, एवरीथिंग अलाइव एंड चार्ज. तो मैं तो मतलब 100 साल की उम्र तक काम करूँगी.
Thank you.
So we have a question that's it.
Hi, Pooja.
Hi, Pooja.
Hi, good to see you all and many congratulations. Love the song and congratulations, Alia, to producer with this. So my question is for Roshan. What was it like being part of this song, and also you turned to Netflix after Choke. So what is it like to work on the OTT space with the entertainment industry changing the way it is?
Honestly, while working, I've not really been able to identify a difference between working on a project that's being made for an OTT platform or for a theatrical release. I feel like our job remains the same. Maybe once it's out, how quickly it reaches people, or how far it reaches, or the kind of responses that get to you, the kind of audience that your project finds, that's where the difference lies. And that's also very subjective. It depends on what the project is exactly, what the film or the series is. I'm also discovering it. I think we're all discovering it. I've been noticing this interesting trend in conversations while the project is being planned as to whether this belongs on an OTT platform or this requires a theatrical release. I've still not been able to figure out what the difference is exactly, especially because I come from Malayalam. All sorts of films work in theatres there. You could be running a very small, say a feel-good film about 5 or 6 absolute newcomers, a coming-of-age story, and it could be playing next to Mohanlal's biggest action entertainer of the year. And both of these films can parallelly be doing well. So it is a strange place that I come from, and everything is strange in the kind of work that we do. So. Thank you.
Hi, Shefali Shah, this side. Hi. Ma'am, first of all, I just want to know that what made you said a yes for Darlings? Because you have been associated with Netflix for so many projects. But what was so special about Darlings that you said yes?
The script.
Okay.
There was no way I could say no. It's a terrific script. And it was really very simple. And it was very quick.
Hi, firstly, welcome back, really all of you. Good to see you all and congratulations. The song looks of course amazing. My question though is for Jasmeet. You co-wrote Darlings along with Parveez Sheikh, of course, and then brought the story to life while filming it. Can we also pin you down like Shefali ji spoke about her favorite scene? What was your favorite scene as a captain of the ship to direct and bring to life from your story?
This is like choosing between children. So the first day of shoot is my special day. It was my first film. It was the first day of shoot where all of them, I think the first day was with Vijay first, but then when all of them were on set together, that was very special because there were 140 people on set. All of them have more experience than me. And but I told myself that I know my script best, I know my characters best, and when I saw it coming to life for the first time, their chemistry, how it's really landing and coming alive, that was really special for me.
Hi sir, hi everyone, congratulations. My question is for Vishal sir. Sir, lovely song. I want to know, do you think of yourself as a music composer first or a film director?
Music composer. I became director so I can feed myself or employ myself as music composer. Otherwise, no one was taking me.
My next question is for Alia. Alia, congratulations. After production, are you looking forward to exploring different other aspects of filmmaking like direction, writing?
One step at a time. I never say never, but one step at a time.
To be
Hi, actually my question is to both Shefali and Alia. Finally, I feel like powerful roles for women are being given, and this movie, as we saw from the trailer, this movie is going to be something in which women actually have all the power, and the men sort of feel helpless towards the end. Right? The script is such. How do you think the male audience is going to perceive that shift? Because women are finally in charge.
It's not like exactly like that. The script. I mean, I think this is maybe an understanding you're getting from the world of the trailer. Yes, we agree that definitely you're seeing in my opinion, you're seeing a mother-daughter dynamic like never before. And what's, in my opinion, extremely beautiful is their relationship and how honest and how rare this sort of dynamic is. Like the mother is suggesting all odd things and the daughter is sometimes mothering the mother, and it's like sort of vice versa sometimes. But it's a great time, yeah, for movies, but I feel like it's always been, and now it's even better, with platforms like Netflix. There's so much kind of scope for writers, creative thinkers, directors to sort of not be worried maybe about that day one box office number and really explore roles and worlds and characters very deeply. And at the end of the day, the endeavor is to always just make a good film that touches the heart. As Roshan was saying, whether it releases in a theatre or an OTT platform, that really doesn't matter. So we are happy with great roles for women in any aspect, and it has been that way, and it will continue to be that way, and it should continue to be that way.
I think it's great that you can headline movies as such. And at the end of the day, it makes women feel more powerful. It makes women feel more drawn to the idea that they can actually run movies now without having there to be a stronger way.
No, yeah, and I mean, everybody over here, I think, sitting can agree with that. I mean, even Vishal sir has always, in his movies, given women such an important, pedestal and made them really the driving force. It's not really about gender. I think women, man, just write good characters first, write good story, and then that's it. So gender ka baad mein dekhenge. We can play within it, It doesn't matter.
A question to Shefali, ma'am.
Yeah, there's a question.
Should I go first?
Hi, Badru from HT Media. So I wanted to ask you, you have always walked into movie sets as an actor, but this is the first time you have walked into a movie set both as an actor and a producer. So how's the transition been so far for you, and what changed, if at all?
Well, Well, on set I'm an actor first. I don't think I walked onto set like, oh, my acting process needs to change because I'm a producer or anything like that. In fact, I feel like the real producer in me only woke up much later. I was always an actor only. Now it's just, I think the feeling is a little different. You feel, but I've always felt very protective about my films. So I feel maybe even more protective about Darlings. Also because we worked really hard on it, which is a given with every movie. Everybody works really, really hard. And yeah, you just keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best.
My next question is for Vijay.
Hi.
Just a second. So the trailer clearly suggests that you play a very troubled character. Troubled, yeah. So as an actor and also as a human being, how do you prepare yourself for a role where the man is abusive? This is what I get from the trailer. Right? As an actor and also as a human being, how do you prepare for a role like that?
I mean, you just have to look around. There's a lot of broken people around, and there are so many broken stories around. Jasmeet and I spoke at length about it, and the script is complete in itself, and if the actor has out of it. The tough part is to kind of play it out, and for that you require a great deal of trust, respect, and comfort with the crew members, especially with the actor that you're working with. And me and Alia had that kind of regard and respect and comfort with each other, and we were handled with very soft gloves when we were doing all these things. So these roles, as much as they create a certain kind of an effect in the audience, are important for actors to kind of take up the responsibility and play this out, because sometimes everything needs to be represented on screen for people to see that this exists. हम लोग बात नहीं करेंगे तो पता भी नहीं चलेगा. बात करना ज़रूरी है. And if that means that you put yourself on the line, you put yourself on the line because you back the message of the film.
Hi, this is Deepak from Vice Movie Reviews. Just a question to Shefali ma'am. So ma'am, you have this back-to-back releases on Netflix. Like after Darlings, you have this Daily Crime Season 2 coming up on 26th. How do you find it? Like, is it really exhaustive or difficult to switch between the characters? Like, this is kind of a dark comedy, and the other one is a very sensitive character that you play of a DCP.
Hi, Deepak. Well, honestly, we shot for each project separately, and none of the projects overlapped. So, when I did Darlings, I was only doing Darlings, and I was Shamshu. Okay. When I did DC, I was only Vartika. So, it didn't cross. I'm in fact very excited that there is Darlings and then there is DC, and what is even more exciting is they're so different, and I think that's great for an actor. But I've always done one project at a time, so I've not gone from one set to another in terms of shooting for this in the morning and going and shooting elsewhere in the evening. And it's commendable how actors do it. I'm really not sure I can pull that one off.
Good luck, ma'am, for both this.
Thank you.
Hi, darlings. This is Shrishi Anand from Mayapuri, and my question is for Alia and Vijay. First of all, Alia, big congratulations for the Darlings on the way. And आपने अभी डायरेक्शन के बारे में बात की, तो क्या कभी आपने सोचा है कि अगर आप डायरेक्ट करती हैं तो वो किस तरह की फिल्म होगी? एंड विजय, मिर्जापुर 3 के लिए हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं?
Those are a lot of questions actually.
Just two.
Yes. We'll start with Alia.
I think देखिए डायरेक्टर बनना बहुत मुश्किल काम है. It's a very very hard job. I mean, it's the hardest. तो फिलहाल I do not have a story to tell. I just hope every director wants to tell a story with me. बस.
Okay, what to expect from Mirzapur season 3? I mean, you guys actually know there's a lot coming in season 3. You started shooting, is what I can tell. I can't tell you anything more, but it's worth the wait.
लाइट ऑफ द वेरी ब्रिलियंट सॉन्ग, बहुत अच्छा लगा विशाल सर गाना, अरिजीत सिंह की आवाज़ बहुत अच्छी लगी. लेकिन मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि कुछ लोग होते हैं जो मीम बनाते हैं, कुछ लोग उसको ट्रोल करते हैं, जैसे अभी आपका केसरिया सॉन्ग इतना ज़बरदस्त गा रहा है, लेकिन काफ़ी लोगों ने उसकी स्टोरियाँ वर्ड को पकड़ के ट्रोल कर दिया. So what do you want to say about those scholars जो ऐसा मीम बनाते हैं, मीम मैगजीन बनाते हैं?
नंबर 1 पे है गाना तो मैं क्यों कंप्लेन करूँ?
Okay, so Alia, Manshu this side from Newsbuff. So Alia, 2012 से आपके करियर बाद 10 साल कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं, 2022 चल रहा है और इन 10 सालों में आपने प्रूव कर दिया है कि यू आर द वंडर वुमन ऑफ दिस इंडस्ट्री.
वंडर वुमन?
यस. तो कैसा आलिया एक्सपीरियंस रहा जब यहाँ की वंडर वुमन जो है बाहर की वंडर वुमन गैलगा डॉट के साथ काम करके
मुझे लगा पिक्चर होगा क्योंकि सडनली वंडर वुमन कहाँ से आ गया.
तो किस तरह का एक्सपीरियंस ओवरऑल रहा आपका, अगर कुछ अच्छा सा आप शेयर कर पाए उनके साथ, क्योंकि हमारी फेवरेट है और आप यहाँ हमारी फेवरेट हैं.
जी, बहुत ही बढ़िया एक्सपीरियंस था. आई थिंक मेरे लिए मैं काफ़ी नर्वस थी क्योंकि बहुत ही नया एक्सपीरियंस था. मैं सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के जा रही थी, यू नो, नॉट इवन टेकिंग माई ओन टीम अलॉन्ग. मैं अकेली लिटरली गई थी, तो पूरा नया टीम, नया क्रू. एक्शन फिल्म है, वो भी मेरी पहली एक्शन फिल्म, पर उन्होंने बहुत ख्याल रखा. जब भी मुझे दाल चावल चाहिए था तो दाल चावल ला के दिया. दे मेड मी फील एक्सट्रीमली एट होम और मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला. पर एट द सेम टाइम मुझे ऐसा लगा कि इतना कुछ अलग नहीं है. हम जो यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे सेम ही है. इट्स जस्ट अ डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज. इन द फर्स्ट फ्यू डेज आई रिमेंबर मैं थोड़ी सी कंफ्यूज हो गई कि मुझे इंग्लिश में बात करना है. आई एम सो यूज्ड टू स्पीकिंग इन हिंदी, सो आई रिमेंबर दैट थ्रू मी ऑफ अ लिटिल बिट. बट देन I got used to it and I had a blast and I'm so grateful कि मुझे ये एक्सपीरियंस मिला. और आपकी फेवरेट वंडर वुमन, हम सबकी फेवरेट वंडर वुमन गाल गलों के साथ काम करके तो यू नो, शी इज सच एन आइकन एंड शी इज सच अ इंस्पिरेशन. वो मतलब जिस तरह से एक्शन करती है, जिस तरह से अपने आप मतलब, एंड शी इज ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूसिंग दैट फिल्म, तो वो भी उस फिल्म के प्रोड्यूसर है. तो आई थिंक वी हैड अ लॉट इन कॉमन, lot to talk about. And she was lovely, warm, possibly the most beautiful energy that I've ever come across.